No one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you. I know for certain, the one I love, I'm through with flirting, it's you that I'm thinking of. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you.
Oh, God knows what time. Middle of nowhere. Gumshoe on foot. Okay, here's how it is, Sonia baby. Chuck Purvis, Ace Gumshoe reporting. Situation as of now is your wandering hubby is broken down in his Jaguar with the guy's wife. They're on the way to your country cottage. Your hubby's golfing and boffing associate is already at your country cottage with some bimbo. You've got some traffic going through that place. Signing off, Sonia baby. I'm out of here.
What is it?
It gets me deep down in the pancreas.
Deep as that, eh?
It's my cottage! And I'm out here in the barn, while some lame-brained crony of my husband is romping around on my furniture with a bimbo.
You look good when you get mad. It suits you. Which is just as well, because you often get mad.
I've got good reasons. Let's not forget my husband's on his way, with another bimbo.
Do you mind? The second bimbo happens to be my wife.
They were going to make it a foursome. On my furniture. With the kind of traffic that's going through, this place is going to be worn out.
Hey, what if your husband's car didn't break down? They'll be here any minute.
He's bound to break down. We put all that water in its petrol.
Yeah, but suppose he just calls the RAC or something.
Why would he wait for them? No, he's going to ring here and get his partner in passion to fetch him. And then we'll be in the cottage while they're away, leaving a few surprises for them. Clive, will you stop grinding away on that knife?
I like a sharp knife.
Why?
I don't know why. I only know every time I think of your husband and my wife, I feel like sharpening a knife.
I've been thinking about a change of career. More office-wise. I believe the opportunities are larger. I have a friend who has a fax machine. I think it's something I could master.
How about casual sex? Do you think you could master casual sex?
Say the future's in computers. Is it worth risking the eye strain? Would I be happy wearing glasses, even with the more expensive frames?
Have you got any change?
I thought this would be the most wonderful day of my life. I thought you were taking me to our own little love nest in the country.
I am. I still am.
I didn't realise you'd invited all your friends.
It's just Mervyn and a girl. It's no good with girls. He needs help. Have you got any change?
I thought it would be just the two of us. I set out with high hopes. A heart full of love. A body full of the kind of urgent feelings I never knew I had. I set out with love, excitement, passion, joy, the keenest anticipation, but no bloody change. It didn't occur to me I'd have to provide change.
Okay. I'll reverse charges.
There was this girl at school, no brighter than any of us. She now works for an executive in the furnishing trade and gets taken regularly to exhibitions.
Hello? Yes, we'll accept the call.
It's them.
What the hell's been keeping you? Where have you been? Broken down? Where? Well, where are you? How far away? Right. We'll be there. We'll come in straight away. Well, why not? We're not doing anything.
Watch what you're doing with that knife.
Sorry. Can I have my jacket back, please?
I'm not putting that wet skirt back on. If you think I'm walking about in a skirt that's plastered in bird poop, you're mistaken. As soon as they're gone, I'll get dressed. I've got some spare clothes in the cottage.
Something sexy, I hope.
You telling me how to dress now?
Now, don't start getting mad again.
Listen, just because your wife is humping my husband does not give you the right to tell me how to dress.
Not humping. Melissa's not the kind to be humping. Nothing so common. Even going at it like a stoat, she'd have to believe it was poetic rather than physical.
My husband dabs deodorant even on his underpants. How big poetry-wise does that sound to you? The key is in my skirt pocket. Look at that. They leave the door open for any thieving twit to come along here and clear the place out.
Now what have you got in mind?
That's it. That should cause a little rift between the various lovers. Put a hitch in the planned entertainment.
What should?
If we clean the place out, dollop. You don't believe their relationship is physical? Well, we can make damn sure it's not today. If we clean the place out, as much as we can carry. Furniture, ornaments.
They'll think it's burglars.
Right.
They'll report it to the police.
Wrong. You want to bet they're going to report it to the police? I'm the owner. The police would have to tell me. With what they're up to, do you think they're going to want to go public?
You're a wicked woman. You're an attractive, half-dressed, wicked woman.
Down, Clive. We've got work to do. Get the telly for a start. They always take the telly. And then grab everything that's valuable and loose. I'll give you a hand once I get dressed.
I'll start with a hi-fi. Where's your print?
Clive, I want you to promise. Never give me an opening line like that again. In the car, dollop.
In your car? In your car? There's scarcely room for all your legs. How much stuff are you going to get in your car?
Let's find out.
I think it was your nose
What?
that I first fell in love with. Do you believe in marriage?
Of course I do. I'm married, aren't I?
I mean, to me.
You're only allowed one.
You've always told me how much you love me. Particularly in those early days before our relationship really got off the ground. You were very patient.
Didn't have much choice, did I?
All those times when I was so nervous, I used to be ill. All those hotel rooms we visited.
And wasted.
And through it all, you kept telling me, sometimes sounding quite desperate, that you love me. And at first, I couldn't be sure. But now I believe you, David. And I want you to know that I'm available.
Great.
I don't believe anything should be allowed to stand in the way of a love as big as ours.
Do you want to play some tapes? We could play some tapes.
Oh, David, just say the word and I'll throw up everything and come with you. Permanently. We'll be together always.
Great. Where the hell is Mervyn with that car?
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Oh, shut up, Clive. Get a grip.
I suppose you think that's funny. Not so fast.
Fast? Still in second gear.
From here it feels fast.
Just try not to drop anything.
I am. Especially me. You're gonna have to brake more gently.
How are you not going to nag me all the way?
All the way? How far are we going?
Not far. I can't drive far like this.
Well, just bear that in mind.
Can't we go any faster than this?
No. Stop!
What's wrong? Why did you shout stop?
We lost the microwave.
Oh, great. Clive!
I told you to keep it steady.
Steady? What do you think I was doing? Hold on to it.
I thought I saw a J.
You like the country? Yeah. Maybe we should use the cottage sometime, if it's ever free. Ow, what?
The microwave.
Not again. You've dropped it again.
You jerked when you set off.
I did not jerk. If you think you can do any better, you drive.
I can't believe this of Mr. Quigley. How can you be sure he's in a love nest with some female?
Because I followed him there.
Lester Wales, you had no right to be following my employer, who is not the type to be in some love nest with a woman.
Well, he's there. And I don't think he's fixing the plumbing.
Let's go
Where?
to that cottage. He's obviously being lured away against his will.
Right.
Not here, Melissa.
I want you, David.
But Mervyn will be here in a minute.
No, this is the only time we'll be alone.
But we're in the middle of a B-road. A public highway.
Take me, David. Take me.
How can I, when the damn thing won't start?
Fingers, don't touch. Dabs, laddie. Could be swarming with dabs. Evidence, lad.
Sorry, Sarge.
Of course, it might be nothing. A born-again Puritan abandoning his microwave as a protest against the Consumer Society. On the other hand, what we could be looking at here is a bit of theft. Thieving, lad. The great British growth industry. That which has replaced the old class structure. Now we only have two classes. On the one hand, we've got the thieves, and on the other hand, the educated pillocks who make excuses for them.
What can we do about it, Sarge?
Well, the thieves are easy. You can stick 'em where they do no harm. But nobody seems able to find a cure for educated pillocks.
Not so fast!
Different story now, isn't it?
I still say Mr. Quigley is not the type to go frolicking about during business hours. I don't believe he does a lot in his spare time.
He does more than enough, if you want my opinion.
My God! He's shacking up with her permanently. They're moving house.
I told you. I warned you.
You need someone more reliable, with good muscle tone.
He was a very thoughtful employer. What am I going to do for full-time occupation? It means I'll be at home all day. With you.
Well, not all day, not every day. I'll go out for long walks. Come back to me, Ramona, and I promise I'll stay out of your way.
You're avoiding me?
I am not avoiding you. I'm trying to see if Merv's car's coming.
Do you want us to be together?
Yes, of course I want us to be together.
Then why don't you come down from that tree?
And you say these are all yours, madam?
Yes.
As of how long, may we ask?
I know it doesn't look very good.
Now, there we can agree. It looks very bad.
There is a perfectly good explanation.
Well, that's what we need.
Which I'd rather not go into. These items are all from my cottage down the road.
It's true, Sergeant. They belong to the lady.
And what relationship have you to the lady, sir?
That's not an easy one.
He's a friend.
Well, more than a friend.
Since when?
I don't know when. Guess it just grew.
Will you stop making love to me in front of two policemen?
I think you're ace, Drysdale.
You're going to complicate my life.
I'm going to give it a damn good try.
Suppose we all go back to that cottage down the road.
Could we make it quick? Before my husband arrives? With his girlfriend?
I can vouch for that too, Sergeant. The girlfriend's my wife.
I told you he was a #1 woman chaser.
Not Mr. Quigley. I can't believe it.
You had a very narrow squeak there.
I deny that. We never even got near a narrow squeak.
He could have taken advantage of you any time in that office.
I wouldn't say any time. Thursdays were usually quite busy.
You ought to be thankful you found out in time.
Time for what?
In time to preserve the fabric of your marriage.
Oh, that.
You promise never to go adrift again. I'll forgive you.
What kind of bargain is that?
All right, I forgive you. And I'll buy you that new kitchen.
What about new appliances?
Do you really need new appliances?
Forget it, Lester.
All right, new appliances.
It's not just my legs.
No, it's not just your legs.
This is my cottage, and it has been for several years.
I suppose you can verify that.
Of course.
Do you always leave your cottage door open?
We did on this occasion. It was a joke. We wanted it to look as if there'd been a break-in.
Well, it does. Looks like there's been a break-in.
A joke on my husband. I wanted him to think that we'd had things stolen.
You say your husband's on his way here?
Yes?
Then perhaps we can clear all this up when he arrives.
No. No, I can't afford to be here when he arrives.
I suggest we all go in and take a look around.
Go ahead. Look round. You've got to get away before anybody comes.
I don't see how.
Clive, whatever happens, I want you to trust me. Just remember, I'll be doing it for our own good.
I hate it when she says things like that. It means trouble.
If you live here, you should have a key.
I have a key. Of course I have a key. It's in me skirt in the barn.
You keep your skirt in a barn?
I had an accident. I sat in some bird drop-ins. I changed my skirt. I took it off in the barn. It wasn't exactly in a pleasant enough condition to bring into the house.
So it should be there now?
Yes. I'll go and get it.
Just a moment, miss.
It's, Mrs., if you don't mind.
My constable will go and fetch it. Perhaps you'd go with him, Mr. Quigley.
I'm not going to leave her alone.
Look at the size of him. You call that alone? Oh, I'll be fine, Clive.
It's over there.
Well, if you'd like to lead the way, sir.
I'm not going to attack you.
No. Well, that wouldn't be very wise, sir. You see, I've been trained in all forms of deadly arts.
It's just the sort of thing that happens to me. I know how you feel.
If you'd just like to lead me to the skirt, sir.
It's over here.
No. Don't touch anything.
What's wrong? That's just what Mrs. Drysdale said.
Why did you want to ride with me and not with that bird of yours?
Because I've got to show you the way to the cottage, haven't I?
I've been to the cottage. We've been waiting for you for hours.
Listen, when we get to the cottage, I want you to hang around a bit. Be friendly.
I've been trying to be friendly. That bird you got me does nothing but talk. I mean, all the time.
No, I don't mean friendly with your bird. I mean sort of group friendly. Suggest a game of cards or something.
Cards? She's been playing patience all afternoon.
Great, we'll make a foursome. Watch where you're going.
You sound to me like someone who's lost his nerve.
I'm not surprised the way you're driving.
I keep telling you, I don't want to be here when he comes.
I can understand you not wanting to be here when the owner comes.
It's like talking to a brick. Okay, we're under suspicion, right? Take us to the police station.
There's no hurry for that, madam, until we get more information.
I know my rights. I demand to be taken to the police station. The key is in the pocket.
Check it out.
Oh, there was this.
What we have here is clearly an offensive weapon of a particularly nasty, lethal nature.
It's just a kitchen knife.
Would you explain why you wanted to sharpen it to this extent, sir?
I don't know. Just something to do while we were hanging out.
He's lying. To protect me. It's no good, Clive. It's all over. I'm going to tell him the truth.
I wish you wouldn't, whatever it is.
He was going to kill my husband. Clive is a ruthless underworld killer. Oh, don't let that gentle expression fool you. I hired him to kill my husband. If you take us to the police station, I'll give you a full confession. He's wanted by the police of 13 nations. And by me. We'll get everything cleared up once we get to the police station. I'll tell them it wasn't true. I mean, how long can it take?
We've been ripped off. You left the door open.
Shall I tell you something? This is more exciting than it's been all day.
How long can it take, she says?
I had to do something.
That was something.
Oh, let's eat.
Where at this hour?
I know one place.
When I've finished, can I kiss your feet?
No.
Just one foot.
Go to sleep, Lester.
Oh, I wish I could have seen their faces when they got to the cottage. I mean, they didn't even report it. He's got a crony in the second-hand trade. They will be rushing around all night trying to replace what's missing.
What do you mean 6 weeks? I need delivery now.
Well, that's pretty cool for the Mad Knife Man. Clive?
I can hear something.
That's me. I'm starving.
No, something else.
All right, so my heart's pounding. Bit.
No. It's a voice.
A voice? It's probably saying you're crushing his boobs.
What it's saying is, welcome home, Clive.
What am I going to do with you quickly?
No one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I hear? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Believe me, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, saving all my